showered. I've been answering questions for the Atmos launch on Instagram and like saving them all to my highlight. So many sizing questions. I feel like you're really close. I always feel like you're super close.
It's a wide angle camera.
Anyway, there's so many sizing questions, and like each launch I get more questions because there's another collection that has, you know, totally different sizing. So I'm trying to post comparison pictures of all the past leggings. I just washed these shorts. So everything in the collection now has been washed, but people were asking how they shrunk. I definitely wouldn't change I'm still gonna stick with medium hoodies because I don't want the sleeves to get too short. Like it's perfect right now. These I think maybe shrunk a little bit, but I still have quite a lot of material here. Not that I care, the waistband fits perfect. Should I get a small or a medium? I was gonna get smalls and now I feel like, does this look stupid from the side?
What?
How poofy?
The shorts?
Should I get a small?
Are they comfortable?
Yeah.
Well then.
No, realistically, am I gonna wear these out of the house? No. These are like a perfect work from home pant. So maybe I will stick with medium. I don't know. But now I'm making my greens and
Are you gonna buy more?
I want to get the avalanche color. This is not my favorite color. I like the leggings a lot.
What's the avalanche? Is that the tie-dye?
It's
like
just
the
black
very bright
and white.
one? Oh.
No, I'm gonna get the leggings in the acid rain, the colorful. But
Is there any guy stuff you think I'd like in this collection?
no.
No. What all is it?
You don't like tie-dye stuff.
No, not really.
So, I mean, like the guys have, they have like solid sweatpants, but they have like they have a big Velcro pocket on the side, which I don't think you'd like.
No. What do they have any of those? Do they have any tie-dye sweatshirts?
That's a great question.
If they do,
that would be cool.
Yeah, but if they're not oversized.
I would assume well, I'll have to check. Obviously we didn't get any men's stuff, but
I don't like oversized hoodies.
you
personally.
like the oversized tees.
Yeah, I wore one like 2 days ago.
Yeah. But anyway.
But I just said not hoodies.
So I'm making my greens and then I'm gonna go up and keep answering questions because there are so many sizing questions. Basically any pant you can think of that Balance has ever launched, they're like, which I'm not like making fun of them. I understand why, because sizing is so hard. They're like, can you post a picture of the smalls? They're like, can you post a picture of these two leggings laid on top of each other? It's really helpful to figure out sizing, but it's just time consuming on my end and it makes such a mess. Which is good though, because I have to go through everything and organize and figure out what I want to get rid of. I had tuna melt. I didn't show you guys that. It's my new favorite meal. Any updates with you? Look at his outfit. I got him that. I got him that.
No updates.
What do you mean? Yes, huh? Something exciting. We got our first piece of mail.
We already told them about it.
Well, I think we said we created the LLC, but we got our first piece of mail for the candy company.
Mm-hmm.
Excited?
Zooming in really fast.
Oh yeah.
No thanks. I haven't showered yet today.
You like?
Very exciting stuff. Lots of work to do.
Oh yeah, we're in the very beginning stages.
Yeah.
But
if someone truly asked me, they said, "All right, if you had to guess, when would the candy
be for sale?"
Be for sale. I would say summer at the earliest.
Yeah.
So
at least we have the ball rolling.
We have a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
A lot of things to figure out.
We got the ball rolling though, and that's what matters. You watching a movie? We got a little box. She's definitely gonna get on there.
Like it? about that. I turned on the lights. It made like this ding sound, like 2 times in a row, which I thought was strange, but okay. So I don't know if Kelly is vlogging right now, but she's currently in the hospital getting some tests done. She's had some, I think she's talked about it, some weird cramp pains down in her abdominal area and so a little bit of some chest pain today. So we took her to urgent care around 6:15, and they didn't have the right equipment to treat / run any tests and do any of that. So they sent us to the hospital, and we got there. You know, it's pretty close to the urgent care we go to. So we got to the hospital probably around like 7:15, and she's been in there since then. It's 9:40 right now. So she told me they did a CAT scan, an X-ray, and potentially an ultrasound. Don't know if that's going to happen, or if it already happened. Maybe, I'm not sure. But keeping things positive here. I waited in the car until around like 8:30, and then I came home because she said it was going to be a little bit longer. So once she texts me that she's going to be discharged, I'm going to go back and pick her up. But I've been here trying to stay positive. From what they said, they don't think it's anything serious. At least we hope not. Maybe an ovarian cyst, but a small one, because if it was a bigger one or a dangerous one, she would have known it. She would have felt it earlier. So we're hoping that's worst case scenario, that it's a small ovarian cyst. We'll see. I don't know anything. I haven't talked to her in a little bit, so we'll see what they say. She's going to text me as soon as she finds out more information, but I don't know if she's vlogging. I don't even know if she wants me to post this. I'm just doing it just in case because I'm trying to be helpful. And maybe she won't have to do a big old talk through later on, but we'll see. We will see. Obviously, by the time this video is posted, you will know exactly what happens. But, so there's no, like, pray for her because she's going to come home and edit the video and probably give you a full update. But thought I'd, jump in and do this. We're back. Just got back from the hospital 20 minutes ago. Do you want to give the diagnosis or do you want me to tell them? She's over there. She's in pain. Well, look at her. She's stunning. She's glowing.
Okay. What all did you tell them?
I told them we went to the urgent care. They sent us to the hospital, that you got a CAT scan, a X-ray, and maybe an ultrasound, because that was before you told me that you got an ultrasound. So that's it.
So so they came back after the CAT scan, after like an hour. Doctor walked in, and did you tell them what I thought I had?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the doctor walked in and was like, so, you have a large cyst, a large ovarian cyst. And I was like, you know when you don't feel good, you look stuff up on Google and you're like, you get yourself worked up, but at the same time you're like, there's no way this is it. Like, there's no way. But it was lingering so long, I was like, okay, I'm a big overthinker. I'll feel way better if I just, like, know it is or isn't something. And the whole time we were there, the whole time I was there, I was like, gosh, I'm so, like, 3 nurses came in, got me hooked up to an IV, took all this. I was like, wow, this is way too much. Like, this is way too much. I'm overreacting. Anyway, doctor came in after like 2 hours of being there and said that I have a large ovarian cyst and that I needed to get an ultrasound to make sure my ovary wasn't twisted, because that could cause fertility problems if it stays like that too long. So then that freaked me out. That's when I cried. But he said like 9 times out of 10, it's fine. And I'd be good to go home as long as it wasn't twisted, and then it would just like kind of dissolve on its own over the next like 3 to 5 days, like a week.
Business days or regular days?
I'm just assuming like a week.
That's a good one. Let me know if you laughed in the comments. Come on.
They probably laughed at you laughing because you laughed you laughed a lot. So
I
anyway,
thought it was funny.
Yeah, I have a large cyst that's not twisted, but because they said it was like 5.7 centimeters.
That's big.
That fish is big.
It's like a baseball.
Well, and that's why they were worried, because they were like, because it's heavier, that's what could cause it to flip. But if it hasn't and it's been this long, like, you should be good, because it should be at the point where it's already dissolving some. I hope. So anyway, I have to be very careful the next, or just like take it light. So he said, obviously, like no barbell hip thrust, like eliminate a bunch of pressure in that area. I never weigh myself, and I get a lot of 5.7, I think. I never weigh myself, and I always just tell people I'm usually
almost
between,
a baseball.
And I'm usually between 140 and 145. I'm 145. Look at me go.
5'8". Good for you. The diameter of a baseball is 2 and like 13, 14, or 2 inches and 15/16 of an inch, right? So just about 3 inches. 5.7 centimeters is about 2 1/4 inches. So that all the way around, I mean, that's like a tennis ball.
Babe, we're talking to a lot of females. I'm sure some of them have had ovarian cysts.
I know, but I'm just amazed that there's a baseball-sized sack of blood chilling on your baby maker, you know? It's kind of strange.
Can you stop putting into that?
Sorry.
Check the paint. So anyway, that's what's going on. I have to be careful over the next week with workouts. So honestly, I'm probably not going to lift lower body just to be overly cautious. We leave for Florida pretty soon. I asked the doctors about that. I'm like, am I good to travel? Like, if this thing, because they said it could possibly burst. It would be painful. If it does burst, I should go see someone just to make sure I stop bleeding properly. Like, obviously, I don't want to bleed out. So if it were to burst, which I would definitely be able to tell because it would be very painful, I would need to see someone. So TMI, no sex. Sex can burst ovarian cysts. That's actually one of the main. That's one of the main ways you can tell if you have one. Is if you're having sex and you feel pressure, you probably have a cyst. So I need to take. I was hooked up to the EKG, so I have all these like little gooey spots all over me. They're everywhere.
They're a little bit gooey. I thought they were gonna be like sticky.
No, but so he said I need to take like nail polish remover and get those spots off, and then I still have from the IV. I don't know how long I have to leave this on.
They poked you, huh?
Yeah.
What they had going in the IV, the iodine. Was it clear? Is iodine clear liquid?
I wasn't paying attention. I was a little freaked out about the iodine, to be honest. Because she was like, all right, you're going to get really hot and feel like you peed yourself. I was like,
oh, really? That's weird.
Am I actually going to pee? She's like, no, we've never had anyone pee. I'm like, okay, good. But it is. It's like every blood vessel opens. I mean, it feels like you're having the worst hot flash ever. And it does. It feels like you peed yourself. Because, I mean, yeah, it's very weird.
Interesting. I hope I don't ever have to feel that way. Or any of you fine people.
So yeah, it's all right.
Catch you up.
Yeah.
You're hydrated. Just water, okay? Just water.
Oh my gosh, wait, listen to this.
How's it going?
I started freaking out. So between each scan, there was like an hour waiting for results. And I was hooked up to the machines. And it started beeping when I was on my phone. I was like, oh my God. So I turned around. And it was because I asked the doctor when he came back in, because I was like, why did the machine go off? Like, was my heart rate super high? Like, because I felt fine. I was in there just sitting by myself. He couldn't go with me. And he was like, oh no, you dipped underneath 60, which is like normal for you because you're more active. But the normal parameters are like 60 to 100. But it doesn't take into consideration like athletes have lower resting heart rate. So he was like, when you dropped below 60 for a little bit, that's why it was beeping. I was like, it freaked me out.
I feel like my resting heart rate is under 60.
That's what he was saying.
Oh.
Average people, it's set between 60 and 100. But if you're more active, your resting heart rate is likely lower.
Well, my watch tell me.
like 2 days later. It's Saturday. Yesterday I had my call with Lulu, which went really good. That was kind of our like co-creation call after well, it was a co-creation call and just kind of like our call to review all of 2020. So it went really well. I really should just be thanking you guys for all the support, because apparently I think I'm one of their like top performing affiliates, which is just like insane. So that is all thanks to you guys and trusting me with my reviews and whatever. So if you found any of my videos helpful last year, one, I'm so glad. I always try to take your guys' opinions into consideration. I actually just posted a little like comment box on my Instagram yesterday about what items you guys wanted to see in the Lulu haul I'm doing in January. I probably won't get it up until we get back from Florida, just because shipments are still taking a little bit longer because of COVID. So if I get all the items prior to leaving, I'll do the review beforehand, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to do it until after we get back. But regardless, I'm doing a try on basically just with all of the recommendations from you guys, because we didn't really have like set parameters or like a theme for this video, which those are kind of always my favorite, because I feel like it's, you know, I know that I'm helping you guys because it's 100% the items you guys want to see. So anyways, thank you so much for all the support. In terms of the co-creation thing, Lulu is obviously a very large company. So I was actually on there with like the girl that I've been talking to and her boss. It's my first time meeting her. And no matter what, we're gonna keep working together in 2021. We're both very excited. The whole just like relationship is really good, and I'm super thankful for that relationship because they're truly amazing to be working with. But anyway, we're kind of on like a standstill, or it's like, I guess, the very early stages of what could possibly be like a co-creation. Once again, Lulu's a huge company, so they have to like figure out where they would even begin, like who they have to get in contact with for that. They're still not working in the office. So long story short, if anything were to happen with that, it would be a while down the road, which I expected. But I'm just super proud of myself for even like getting out of my comfort zone to bring that up. And just super happy that they were so comforting and positive. Just overall, it was a really good experience, and I'm super proud of myself for putting myself out there like that. Now, in terms of what's going on with the whole ovarian cyst thing, super fun. I literally did not do anything yesterday except for get on that call. And I was still just like sitting here on Zoom with them. Didn't work out. Yesterday was supposed to be leg day, and basically they told me that I should avoid any movements that like cause pressure on my abdomen, just to hopefully not burst the cyst. And then they said like, if something hurts, just don't do it. But I'm kind of just erring on the side of caution right now. And honestly, like, I didn't work out at all yesterday. I have no plans to work out today or tomorrow. And depending on how I feel, maybe I'll try to do like a light upper body workout, or at least just go like walk on the treadmill or something. But other than that, I have like no plans of working out until this is like noticeably different in terms of like, I can't feel the pressure anymore, because yesterday actually was like the worst day pressure wise. I just felt like no matter how I moved, maybe it's because I just know how big it is sitting in there. Now I'm like thinking about it. But if I sit down or like turn a certain way, I feel like I can almost feel it move, which is just gross. So I sat on the couch yesterday and tried not to move at all. Drank a bunch of water, and I'm just, you know, praying that it'll dissolve on its own and I don't have to go through the bursting experience, because so many people sent me their like horror stories with cysts and rupturing and how painful it is. And I was just like, ooh, that's terrifying. So try to be very careful and just cautious, probably overly cautious, but I don't really care, because once again, I'd rather not go through that pain if I don't have to. What else? I think that's basically like all the updates, but that's gonna be it for this video. This one was kind of boring because of everything that happened, but I think the next video will be like a little getting ready for Florida vlog, like packing, picking out clothes. Another super fun thing is that I should be on my period the whole time we're in Florida, which means a lot of black bathing suits and black outfits. So yeah, it's just wonderful timing. But yeah, that'll probably be the next video if you guys are interested in it. Comment down below if you would like to see that. If not, maybe I'll just do, I don't know, like a sit-down Q&A or something. Because once again, I'm just not super active right now, and I'm totally okay with that. I'm not apologizing for it for obvious reasons, but yeah, the videos will be a little bit more chill over the next week. I do have to see a gynecologist when I come home just to get another ultrasound to see how we're progressing, like if the cyst is shrinking, whatever. So I will have to do that when I get home. Anywho, I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. So many of you reached out on my posts and DM'd me, and I'm just super thankful for it. So I love you. Have an amazing day. I think this will probably go up tomorrow, so I hope you have an amazing Sunday. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Another chill one. Sitting down, hanging out, picking out black clothes.